It is the popular saying that a healthy society is a wealthy one. On the Great One program, medical experts are available to provide solutions to various health challenges. You desire greatness in life. Successful men and women in the society are available on the Great One program to reveal to you the secrets to their greatness. The Great Mind of Nentiu Shugbo is a watch for all. Meet me on the program every Sunday between 3:30 and 4 p.m. This is another happy Sunday to you all. This is another wonderful moment with me, Bola Olayode, on the program The Great Mind. The personality we are celebrating on the program this week is Honorable Moses Ayanromade Ayanbeku. Meanwhile, the difference between good and excellent organization is training. That is exactly what Osun Health Insurance Agency is doing by training and retraining the stakeholders in healthcare system for optimal performance. Unquenchable thirst for the acquisition of knowledge in one's field distinguishes and makes one to be all seasons relevant in the society and also a blessing to mankind. The difference between good and excellent organization is training. However, the ultimate goal of Osun Health Insurance Agency is in developing excellence in the public healthcare providers by providing them with teaching procedures and inspiration to effectively discharge their duties for the success of public health system in Osun State. Since the vision of Osun Health Insurance Agency is to be a world-class provider of access to sustainable, qualitative health care being readily available and affordable to every resident in Osun State. At the facility level training organized for the stakeholders on the operation of the Health Insurance Gateway of Basic Health Care Provision Fund as of primary healthcare system across the local government areas in Osun State were taught rudiments of human relations in relation to their duty as healthcare providers. On the commencement of the training, the participants were asked about their expectations from the facility level training.
I think this seminar means to update and to increase the skill and knowledge. So we are expecting to gain more new things that will improve in the primary healthcare settings, especially in the OAS schemes.
After this training, I expect to know more what basic healthcare provision fund is all about.
Expectation to further deepening my knowledge in the concept and practice of basic healthcare provision fund, as well as especially the insurance gateway.
At the end of this workshop, I expect to become a better manager of basic.
Mo bá parí ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí kí n lè rí ọgbọ́n kọ́ sí tí wọ́n fi máa ṣe ètò àti ìṣàkóso tí ó mú kí ètò ìlera ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ní ẹsẹ̀ kùkú kó lè kẹsẹ̀ járí ju bí ó ti wà tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ.
My expectation is to be updated on the operation of the health insurance gateway.
My expectation here is to update a new system concerning primary health care in Osun State.
My expectation is to be well informed in the implementation of DSPF with respect to its gateway.
My expectation is to put into use the knowledge and skills acquired in this training.
Expectation at the end of this workshop is to improve, to deepen my knowledge on basic health care provision fund and the police.
At the end of this training, I expect to have a better understanding of the new guideline on basic primary health care provision fund.
Expectation to become a better person after this training.
My expectation is to deepen my knowledge more, how to implement the DSPF program.
My expectation is to know more about basic chemistry and this.
To retrain and disseminate what we taught here to my OIC and my community.
My expectation after this workshop is to disseminate the knowledge imparting it to others in my age.
We want to be more rooted in PACPF and see how OIS and see to OIS as it affects the PACPF gateway.
Tún ní ẹ̀kọ́ sí láti rí wípé ètò ìlera ní ẹsẹ̀ ó di ohun àwọn èèyàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun.
Expectation to improve for better in terms of primary health care activities.
Lọ́pẹ́ ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí, mo nígbàgbọ́ wípé ìmọ̀ tí màá tún kọ́ màá lè yóò mú mi mọ̀ nípa health insurance tí màá sì lè kọ́ àwọn èèyàn ní ẹsẹ̀ kúkú.
I'm expecting to be better equipped for this paradigm shift in delivery health services.
Expectation. I want to acquire more knowledge and skills about basic health provision fund.
At the end of this training, I expect that I will have gathered more experience and more knowledge to make the implementation of basic healthcare provision fund at my local health authority to be better than what it is now.
My expectation at the end of this workshop is to be more well informed, more equipped, that will lead to the improvement of the healthcare delivery services at the local government health authority.
My expectation at this workshop is to deepen my knowledge on the essence of health financing at the grassroots level.
At the end of the training, I'd like to know more about newly National Health Insurance Scheme, operational guidelines, and new developed monitoring evaluation tools.
Expectation is to possess more knowledge and skill to manage basic health care provision fund.
And my expectation is at the end of this workshop, there will be harmonization of operation between Osun State Primary Health Care Development Board in the provision of quality health care for the population of Osun State.
Expectation, well, to improve my knowledge on the entire operation of OIS.
This one means that after the program is training yìí ló bá parí, mo fẹ́ ní ìmọ̀ àti mo fẹ́ mọ ọ̀nà tí OIS àti basic health care provision fund tí wọ́n fi jọ ṣe àṣepọ̀ tí òfin nípa ìkan lára tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo tó ti wà ní ẹsẹ̀ bí program ṣe ń lọ ní ẹsẹ̀ kò tẹ́lẹ̀ tí a fi lè deliver tí ò ní sí ìkan lára.
And I will have more knowledge about the health insurance gateway of basic health provision fund and OIS.
Expectation to know more about operationalization of OIS.
Expectation to know more about OIS operation vis-a-vis basic healthcare provision fund.
At the end of the facility level training for the stakeholders on the operation of the Health Insurance Gateway of Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, heads of primary healthcare system disclosed that all their expectations were met at the capacity building, saying that they have been better equipped, and also expressed gratitude to Osun Health Insurance Agency for organizing the training.
By bringing the primary healthcare board and the primary healthcare and the OIS together, we were able to agree on the way forward, how we are going to move Osun State forward, and then by the time when we now get to the grassroots level, we'll be able to educate them about how we are the importance of the health finances in the state of Osun, and it is going to move the health sector forward. If I want to reach Governor Oyetola in terms of the health activities, I'm going to give him 99%. The reason why I'm going to give him the 99% is that he started the health activities from the grassroots, because the primary health care we take care of about 75% of the population, while only the 15% will be take care of them at the secondary tier of government, at the secondary tier of health, while it is only 10% will be health. If we have a very stable primary health care standard at the grassroots, the people, the health sector of our people will be able to the whole also. So I really thank the governor for the program, and God will surely help you to move forward.
The workshop has been an eye-opener, and it has also been an interactive one where the shortcomings and challenges that people are facing in delivering healthcare service have been addressed. So we have been able to arrive at workable solutions. So going forward, that is going to improve on the healthcare service delivery on the primary healthcare facilities. I really appreciate and commend the government of Governor Osun, because the health sector has not had it so good in the state. I can say since even the creation of the state, because initially we started with free health, which was not really working out well. A lot of times there won't be drugs in the health facilities. Later, we actually started having a situation where the health sector was not even being paid much attention. But now we're having a balance where the government is providing qualitative health service for the vulnerable, and at the same time establishing the health insurance scheme so that those who can afford it can actually be paying some premium for their health, and they don't have to be taking care of their health from the pockets, which can be a difficult thing sometimes. So we really commend the government. They have really done well, and Osun State is leading. It's the leading state in the country, so it's really commendable.
Dr. Ayodeji Akinpelu, the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund Desk Officer, Osun Health Insurance Agency, has this to say.
So with all this program, all we have done so far is also to the benefit of the primary healthcare system, which is also for universal health coverage. The people of the state that want to be quality healthcare service delivery are all the primary healthcare centers, and financial protection. Out-of-pocket expenditure will be reduced because the capitation is coming in, the fee for service also coming, and all these things, like I said, to achieve the universal health coverage goal. Thank you. So we thank God for a good successful program that impact, not only the impact, the quality and the content of the program. We appreciate everybody for coming here successfully, and we thank all God Almighty that we also return back safely. Thank you.
From Olasukanmi Sumonu, the Director of Programs, Osun Health Insurance Agency disclosed that the training organized for the stakeholders is for the effective implementation of the health policy.
So the essence of this encounter is to bring the top managers of the primary health care in the state at the same level with those we have trained, the operating officers of the PACs. These are the policy formulators, the implementers of all the policies. There is a shift in the implementation of basic healthcare provision fund in the country from bundle service to capitated services. And this capitated service is being spearheaded by Osun Health Insurance Agency. There is need to bring them to the platform of health insurance. We have trained for the past 3 weeks. We have been training the operators of the facilities, but this is the people that will implement the policies at the strategic level. So we need their buy-in so that whatever we want to impact in terms of development of primary healthcare system in the state, these are the people that will implement it. That's why we need to engage them in this workshop. And we have had a very fruitful workshop, and we are on the same level now by the grace of God.
Special Advisor to the Governor on Health, Mr. Gbenga Oyebode, reiterated the commitment of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola to the good health of the people of Osun State.
The Physical Provision Fund, the two agencies are like Siamese twins. I mean the Primary Care Board and then Osun Health Insurance Scheme. They are like Siamese twins because both of them have to implement the program together. And so the need for this meeting is for the Health Insurance Agency to brief the secretaries of the local government authority and directors in the PHC board on their own new way of implementing the basic information from their gateway. You know, we have the Health Insurance gateway and then Primary Care Board gateway of the fund of basic information fund. And so in this meeting, we have been able to clear some of the gray area. We made known to the Secretary of Local Government what their roles are, what they need to do, especially implementing the program at the PSC level. And on the government side, I'm here to see that both of them can sit together and work together and ensure success of this particular program. You realize that the BCPF program is meant basically for vulnerables. And the government is very, very interested in the health of the vulnerables in the state. And so we are very, very interested in making sure that the two agencies were able to implement this program successfully. A lot of funds had gone to the PSCs. And so we have to ensure these funds are strategically utilized. And we want to be sure that the system should be running now, because if you don't get the system right now, we may not get it right again. And so we are trying to lay foundation for the PSC system. And for me, the outcome of the meeting, we realize that at least 80% of our desire has been achieved.
The Executive Secretary, Governing Board, Osun Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Adeniyi Ogini, explained the basis of the facility level training organized for the stakeholders on the operation of the Health Insurance Gateway of Basic Health Care Provision Fund.
What we have done here is to bring the leadership of the State Primary Healthcare Board and the political heads, the chairman, the State Primary Healthcare Board, and the chairman of Osun Health Insurance Agency together to go through the various processes in the implementation of Basic Healthcare Provision Fund as contained in the revised manual, that is the September 2020 manual, which is a complete departure from the 2018 manual of the UE program. Now we have come together, gray areas concerning enrollment, concerning provider payment mechanism, concerning the quality improvement, quality assurance, concerning monitoring and evaluation. All of this concerning the benefit package of the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, all of these are being trashed. The operational challenges that have been encountered by the primary healthcare board officers have also been addressed. And all of these concerns are now being articulated together with the solutions in a communique which we are going to put before the State Oversight Committee of Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, which is going to also get to Mr. Governor. Many of the solutions can take place at our level. Any of the that requires Mr. Governor's intervention, we will push to Mr. Governor. But this meeting has been a very successful meeting because all the operational issues have been discussed, and now we can say that the State Primary Healthcare Board and Osun Health Insurance Agency are on one page to move forward the implementation not only of Basic Healthcare Provision Fund but of health insurance, even at the primary healthcare level, which is the way forward to achieving universal health coverage.
As I said earlier, that the personality we are celebrating on the program this week is Moses Ayanromade Ayanbeku, who can best be described as a great achiever, through the mercy of God, hard work, diligence, and perseverance, we arrived greatness in life.
This is Adeshido's compound in Ifetedu. This is the tomb of Chief Ayanwale Adeshidun, the father of Honorable Moses Ayanromade Ayanbeku, a one-time Baale of Ifetedu who migrated with other men of value to settle in Ifetedu about 78 years ago. Honorable Moses Ayanromade Ayanbeku, a one-time member of the House of Representatives, was born at Okegbo in 1931. The exact year when Ifetedu, the present headquarters of Ife South local government, was founded. He was carried from Okegbo as a baby to Ifetedu.
Born at Okegbo, 1931, to a family of Adeshidu. Okegbo, the now of Ifetedu. My father's name, Gabriel Ayanbeku Adeshidu. My mother's name is Emilia Olawumi Ayanbeku. After the turbulence at Okegbo, that break Okegbo into two, whereby Ifetedu was created. It was 1931. I didn't know then what I was told. I was carried from Okegbo to Ifetedu.
Pa Moses Ayanromade Ayanbeku, the father of Honorable Diron Ayanbeku, started his elementary education at St. Peter's Anglican Primary School in Ifetedu. He also attended CSC Primary School More. He obtained his Standard 6 School Leaving Certificate at Baptist Center School Ilare, Ile-Ife. His education was distorted because of the death of his father, who died in 1940 when Honorable Moses Ayanromade Ayanbeku was only 9 years old.
Well, having lost my father far back 1940, going to school was very, very difficult. It was a case of ding-dong between my standard 4, 5, and 6. Because when you go this time, you have no school fees for next time. You go back another year, you repeat. But eventually, 1948, I passed at my stand 6 at Baptist Central School in Ireland. To go further, I'm sure there was no means, financial means. So what can I do? Well, I decided some things that helped me out. As a young man, I decided I have to be trained for something.
Okay, sir.
I decided I could not go to grammar school, secondary school, because I'm quite sure that we know what.
Okay, sir.
Well, there and then I was thinking, maybe I have to join produce buyer or have a training to go, but I don't know how I can. I didn't want to go to teacher's training because as first I said I could not make it financial wise. The only teacher's training that was available there was St. Andrews for you, and another teacher's training at Tota. So for the whole Western region, I think I could not be lucky to be given an admission to the two. So I decided entirely not to be a teacher. Because I know going teaching has no future. You'll be untrained, then you'll be greasy teacher and all this by your calculation. I never thought in my mind, but I decided I would not. But I have one focus that I have to be trained for something. If I cannot be trained technically, I go to tailoring.
Okay, sir.
Then I decided to go to tailoring or have a technical knowledge.
Since Pa Moses Ayanromade Ayanbeku has been destined by the Supreme Being for a successful career and greatness in life, Despite all the odds, he secured admission to the School of Nursing.
But fortunately for me, with my in-law I was living with at Ayanromade, they were Adventists. So there was one night, the chaplain came, one Friday night, came to our landlord and discovered that he needed some ward servants and that they would train them to be nurses. They wanted my landlord to donate a child. And that child was my classmate to Lagos Class 6. And then we were at the table reading at that night, then they called that man, my friend, which was the son of the landlord. They introduced the idea to him that he would go to nursing school. Well, I look up and down. I will only go to nursing school if I will not pay school fees. That was my answer to that man. The man said, you are not going to pay school fees. They are going to feed you and they give you 10 naira every month. I said, if they don't even give me a penny, what they are going to feed me and they are not going to take a school fees, I will go. That was my first step in life. Then, till that time, I remember certain things. We finished our Standard 6 exam 1st October, that is 1948. I didn't write any application to anybody for job.
Next Sunday is another date. God willing, till then, stay blessed.